Your remedial builder has just handed over an invoice with a $25,000 unapproved variation, and they're threatening to walk off the site today if you don't pay. So, does a Queensland body corporate committee actually have to pay an unapproved builder variation? Here are the key takeaways. First, contractors typically cannot lawfully commence variation work under regulated domestic building contracts without written agreement from the body corporate. That's a statutory requirement under the Queensland Building and Construction Commission Act, and it exists to protect building owners from undocumented cost blowouts. Second, committees may lack the statutory authority to approve building variations if the additional cost pushes the total project beyond the relevant committee spending limit. Under Queensland law, variations are aggregated with the original contract sum to determine whether the total exceeds the committee's cap, and if it does, the committee simply cannot sign off on it without a general meeting resolution. Third, and this is the one that catches a lot of committees off guard, while an unwritten variation may breach statutory requirements, a builder might still pursue a quantum meruit claim for reasonable payment if the body corporate knowingly accepts the benefit of the completed work. In other words, winning the paperwork argument doesn't necessarily mean you're off the hook financially. And fourth, navigating an unapproved variation dispute requires balancing strict procedural limits under the Body Corporate and Community Management Standard Module Regulation 2020 with the practical risk of the builder abandoning the site. You've got exposed common property, scaffolding up, and a sinking fund budget under pressure. So the response needs to be both legally correct and practically sound. If your committee is dealing with an unapproved variation or a builder threatening to down tools, get specific legal advice before you make any decisions. We've covered the key points here, but every situation is different.